Hey, what's going on, family? Duet Payne here from Kingdom Legacy Blueprint. I'm here with my guy,
David Gonzalez.
Yes, sir. So David is the man. So we just had a pop-up event here in his barbershop, and the name of the barbershop is Upper Echelon Barber Parlor. So that name, Upper Echelon, we're like, man, where'd that come from? So we're all Googling it. We're trying to find out where it came from. And he has a backstory that I just think sounded phenomenal that we want these Kingdom Legacy builders to hear. So go ahead and share that.
Well, the story started off as a little funny joke between me and my siblings with my mother. She was a firm believer in God and stood on it, all the way till she passed. And when she would drink coffee, she would always drink it with her pinky up. And we used to tell her, what, you think you're fancy? And she would always, her rebuttal to that was like, do you know who my father is?
Let's go.
And that's who it was. So at first it was funny, and then it wasn't as funny because we knew who she believed in and who he was in her life.
Come on, let's go. I love that. I love that story so much for our community, especially because God has called each and every one of us to something. When he created us, he put something in us that he wants us to execute in this earth, right? And a lot of us need to find our identity and know that it's in him, right? So with that, she's like, do you know who my father is? That's how she knew who she was. And she she had that pinky up, you know what I'm saying? So I love that, bro. So as we wrap this up, is there any question that you might have for me as a legacy coach? Anything, you may have a gift or an idea of some sort. And it's like, man, how do I make income on this? Or how do I monetize on this? If you have any question on that.
I would just say kind of, what do you do to stay focused when the vision's not coming out or it's not as easy?
Yeah. So I'm a big individual who believes whatever that thing that you're passionate about or that thing that God has gifted you with, that's what he's calling you to. So as long as you keep your eye on man, this is what my calling is, and you think about the impact that it can make on different people in the community and your family and the whole thing of legacy. So it's man, this is for the kids. This is for, the next generation. That's what kind of helps you keep driving it, But it's gonna be a lot of times when you have to pivot and be like, we were talking about that before. We saw 2020 up here. You launched in 2020 and you're still here.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure you made a bunch of pivots to even get through that season of COVID and things like that. So just keeping that and staying in his word, of course, just seeing all the stories of those who overcame. But there's actually business systems we can implement as well, So yeah. Yes, sir.
Great, man.
Yeah, man. So nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
What's your name?
Aisha Mercado.
Aisha Mercado. Awesome. So Aisha, what is your business?
I run Kingdom Kitchen, and I make homemade jams and jellies. Yeah.
So we got the whole Kingdom theme going here. So Kingdom Legacy Blueprint, Kingdom Kitchen. I love that.
Say blueprint?
Yes, Blueprint. Oh, look at that. Perfect.
Blueberry
Nice.
lavender.
Blueberry lavender. Awesome. So
Yeah.
go ahead and tell me a little bit about what your business is. Maybe 1-2 sentences.
Sure. And so I source as fresh as possible, fresh produce, and I make jam. I make jam. I brand the business so that it's faith-based, so that whoever is eating the jam, whether they're a believer or not, they have a faith-branded product, right? And so it's just my way of kind of spreading the seed.
You have this God-given vision, this God-given idea. And obviously as a business owner, you're not a hobbyist, you're a business owner. So you want to generate income, so it could be legacy for your family, so you can support your community, your lifestyle, whatnot. So feel free to ask me any questions so I can support you in that specifically.
How to scale up. So I'm at the point where I'm making jam and I'm selling it, right? But where do you go from there, right? It has to be bigger than that. Because you can only make so much, I guess, jam. And so I'm looking for a way to distribute it on a bigger scale.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
So let me ask you, are you the one, you're actually manually creating these jams yourself?
I am.
You are? Okay. Okay, so let's start there. Okay, awesome. So right now you have a unique business because it's service-based and product-based. So you have service and product. And it's fantastic you have a product, because whenever you have a business, you definitely want to have some type of product and not just a service, because then you'll be toiling, your time, your energy, and all of that. So you have your product, that's fantastic. So now, that's your core offer, if we want to call it that, okay? Now you want to take it to that next level and start building a team around it, okay? Because you're still kind of in that, what we call the implementation phase of adding value to people where you're physically being the one doing X, Y, and Z. But it'd be so great if you get to the place where you start building a team around it so they can start scaling and growing, and maybe adding other types of products around it that can kind of be in the same theme. So now you get this kind of God theme, but if you had some type of items, not necessarily shirts, we think of shirts or whatnot, but some type of other item that's in the same realm and theme that can go with it. What's like a bump up offer? Like you go to McDonald's and get this, and that's like, oh, you want some fries with that too? Whatever, like a bump up offer, something that can be connected with the jam. Obviously like bread and different things like that. You know what I'm saying? Right,
Ideas. Yeah, no, definitely. So I've been thinking of learning how to make sourdough bread to pair with the jam. And then I also make lavender butter. So different types of butters and just other homemade items I think would be really cool to offer that I can preserve, right? Because I think that's important when selling it, because then, it's just, for me, I like the preservation idea because I know how to preserve food, so I want to put that to good use. So
awesome. Let me see. Oh man, this is going a little bit more. Okay, so would you have maybe workshops where you have individuals maybe making jams with you, or what if you also did some type of fun digital marketing type of event where it's like, hey, show me like what your favorite fruits are, or something. Like if someone came up with their own type of jam and then you created it or something, and then you call them out like, hey Kaylee, I'm gonna promote this on Instagram because you came up with this idea for this jam, something like that, where you're incorporating your followers and then now they're getting more engaged and things like that. Or you can have like some type of systematic thing where it's like, hey, follow this page and then send me this and send me that or whatever, and then now you're starting to raise up your following too, but you're getting them engaged too, which makes it more fun.
I love that idea. I love the idea of workshops too, because I've been thinking of doing workshops involving food preservation, right? Just to teach people how to make their food last longer and how to safely preserve it. The idea of the jam, you would think that like it's crazy, right? Teach people how to make jam, they're not going to buy jam from you. I don't think that's the case, because just because you know how to make it doesn't mean you want to.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like not everyone has time to make jam. I guess I have too much time on my hands. But yeah, I think that would be a really cool idea to just like, hey, let me show you how to make jam.
Yeah, that'd be so awesome.
So cool, right?
I'll come to that class. I'll come to that class. Yeah, make that happen. Yeah.
Awesome. Name your own jam.
Name your own jam. You know what I'm saying? That's it. See, we got the crowd over here going, yeah. That's hilarious. There you go. Yeah. Awesome. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you so much. That's awesome.
Hey, how you doing today?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. Awesome. So what's your name?
Jeanette.
Jeanette. So I want you to ask me. So you have a God-given idea, right? Okay. And I want you to go ahead and ask me how you can turn that into income. I would love to hear what this idea is and give you some support on that idea. Okay?
So my idea was to start juicing. So I'm kind of already doing it.
Yeah.
But I think I need to scale up. I'm trying to figure out how to do that.
Yeah.
Juicing, I started doing it because I wanted to help my family get into a healthier state. You got my parents with diabetes and other diseases, and I wanted to help them. And I swear God put it in my head, and I found a way to start doing it, to pay for my expensive machine. And he just paved the way, and I started doing it, and we're getting healthier, but I want to know how to scale it up.
Yeah, take it to that next level.
Yes.
Awesome, good. Okay, so there were a few things that you mentioned in there. You have a specific group of individuals, which was the heart behind why you started that specific business. Those who may be unhealthy, those who are struggling and just want a healthier life, may have some type of physical ailment or disease of some sort, and you want them to overcome that. So I feel like that's a really good angle that you can use in your marketing. Specifically. Now we were talking about marketing a little bit before. How's your marketing at this point? Do you have like a marketing system in place?
No, I don't.
Okay. So that's what you want to do. So if you're talking from the angle of people who may be sick or diabetes or something, here are some healthy drinks that can support that. Maybe you get some testimonials, some social proof of individuals who are drinking your drinks, and they're telling their backstories of, man, I was feeling like this, but when I drank this, it was so refreshing. I feel so much better now, And then the one thing you want to do, now you dressed all nice, you look good today. You know, you want to be able to show your face as well.
Yeah.
Because you're building that trust with individuals. Like video is just fantastic in that platform, in the digital space, because people can see your face, they can get to know you personally, they'll feel like they're right there, you're talking to them. If you start building that up, I think that'll help start promoting it. And then here and there you can be like, hey, what's your favorite drink? What's your favorite fruit or whatever? And then you start connecting with these individuals and have those conversations on the platforms. You know, that would be a start, you know? Yeah. Do you have any other questions with that?
No, I think that's a great start.
Yeah.
You know, doing the marketing, because I'm not really doing it. I just kind of throw it out there, and it's not consistent. So, yes.
Okay. Well, I would love to support you in that, so we can connect after this, and that would be fantastic.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. Awesome. Sounds good. Yeah.